Today's March 28th, 2019, and this is episode 86 of PlaneSavers. Good morning, folks. It is, what did I say, Thursday, minus 2 degrees Celsius, which is, James, what's minus 2 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? I think that is my plus 28 degrees Fahrenheit. 46 just came in from a flight from Hay River. It is full of groceries. And yeah, today is a wonderful day. A little windy out. I lost my dead cat for the microphone, so I had to order one on Amazon. And the one, because I needed one before I get to Montreal, you can get them from like $2 from China, but the one, like the next day shipping from Amazon was like $38. So, but it was amazing how much that dead cat, that furry thing on the mic, cuts down the wind noise. I was getting spoiled, but I lost it at a Montana's in Red Deer. But that's getting a little off topic. Yeah, so here we are. It's snowy. The snow came back. It's a little chilly, even though it's minus 2. I'm getting used to that nice warm weather. So speaking of warm weather, I got a really cool video sent to me by, I think it's from California. But yeah, check this out. A cool mod someone did to their truck that has to do with DC3. Check this out.
Hey Mikey, Rex Miller here, down here at beautiful Lake Elsinore. It's 57 degrees. Decided to show my love for the DC3. Made this really cool little antenna toy out of plastic. Nice little spinning props. But anyways, yeah, keep up the great videos and love your stuff and love the DC3 and okay, take care.
So thank you from California. That's very cool. I wish I had one for my truck. That would be super, super, super cool. Today, look, the gift shop is closed. Stella and the crew are doing inventory because March is actually the year end for Buffalo Airways. So Stella is working hard, working at getting all our stuff here in Yellowknife ready, because once we go to Montreal, it's going to be about 2 months straight. So yeah, we got to inventory the t-shirt shop, get all this stuff. I'm going to be ordering new PlaneSavers stuff, especially volunteer shirts for everybody in Montreal. And yeah, so yeah, another cool thing I want to say, Teespring, the company that hosts the t-shirts that you see at the bottom on the YouTube channel, reached out to me and actually offered me I guess a gateway into their higher tier thing. So we're making a custom PlaneSavers t-shirt with the help from Teespring. So that's very, very cool. Yeah, right now, let's get back into PlaneSavers studio. My father has just took off with a King Air to Red Deer. We got the C-CAN, it's delayed a bit, as you know, because Ronnie had to deliver some engines. So we got C-CAN leaving on Friday. Stuff's happened, man. It's quick. Yeah, I got a lot of content you guys have been sending me. It's awesome. You can see how long it takes, like 26 minutes, 9 minutes, 27 minutes. And these files are, you know, just about half done. So it takes anywhere from a half an hour to an hour just to download the most simplest files here in Yellowknife. So I'm actually downloading footage for, I guess, tomorrow's episode and the next day's episode to be ready. But the one major thing I haven't shown anything yet about, and I got some footage in, is the D-Day Squadron. The official 75th anniversary squadron of the DC-3 is going over to Normandy. And I know a lot of people have been asking if we're going over to Normandy, and I explained that we are just trying to get our airplane going in time. But there is up towards 40 airplanes, I believe, right now, heading over to England to fly over France for the 75th anniversary. And I'm truly honored to show you guys their trailer footage so you can learn more info if you haven't heard. This is extremely well produced. Enjoy.
The D-Day invasion was spearheaded by paratroopers. Leaping into the unknown, their job was to prevent enemy reinforcements. Without their actions, Allied victory in the West would not have been possible.
I have to tell you, everybody says we're heroes, and that isn't true. We volunteered to do this, we trained to do it, and we were paid to do it. That does not make you a hero.
There could have been no spearhead and no paratroopers without the workhorses of the sky, the Douglas C-47s, the airplanes that flew in their hundreds across the English Channel to Normandy.
It's amazing to think that 75 years on, the D-Day Squadron will be flying the Atlantic Bridge once again to join the Dax over Normandy in a commemoration, a mass flyby of veteran aircraft to salute and honour the airborne men that leapt from those very same aircraft 75 years ago.
You can read it, but until you sit in that seat and fly in that thing, you really have no concept of what that's like and what people went through doing that stuff.
There's loads of guys coming from the States. I think there's going to be sort of 40 plus airplanes all in all. So it's a big event, and you know, we've been working towards this since the day we bought the aircraft in 2012. So it's hugely exciting. So night fright's got a lot of history. Most of it we've learned sort of after purchasing the aircraft, really. We knew a little bit about the history of the aircraft, but yeah, it flew all of the major D-Day missions, dropping paratroopers, tying gliders, Operation Market Garden, the Rhine Crossing, and then obviously post-war went on to have a life commercially as well. So it's, yeah, it's got a lot of history. As you can see, the guys and the team are working really hard in the background. It's all hands on deck to try and get it ready for Dax over Normandy next year, 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings. It's going to be tight, you know, there's no question about that, but the guys are confident, we're confident, and yeah, I'm sure we can do it.
I have always considered it an honor and a privilege to have been a part of history. And I sincerely mean that, because I'm just a little guy, a conquered bumpkin, and all of a sudden I'm thrust in the limelight because I went to Normandy.
Folks, that's a super powerful thing. D-Day Squadron, Dax over Normandy. Oh my God. And the veteran there mentioning that he wasn't a hero. Regardless of what you want to call yourself, you guys saved the world, which is the reason why we're doing everything. Now, I want to send you guys on a little trip. This is very cool. We got a little outside look in Greenwood, Nova Scotia. Now, Greenwood, Nova Scotia is famous for their training of the Canadian Air Force. And we deal a lot with the Canadian P3s, which is the Orions, the CP-140s. And yeah, so we're getting a sneak peek at Greenwood. I've never been to Nova Scotia, so this is the next best thing. So let's head off there now.
Hello, Mikey. This is an impromptu episode or segment for PlaneSavers from Greenwood, Nova Scotia. Thanks, Margaret. This is our C-47. It's on display, it's a static display at the Greenwood Military Aviation Museum. Just thought I would like to show you guys. It's got, it's a C-47, so it has a door on it. And that's the tail number, but I believe this has been just painted to match one of the ones that served here in the 50s. Anyway, it's quite a neat museum. We have lots of planes. No, that is not an Electra. It's that's actually an Arcturus. There was 3 of them that were the last off the line of the P3s, but this one's now retired. And it's a Neptune, our Lank. Way in the distance you'll see the mighty Argus. We have a Herc, a Challenger, and a partially restored H-21, all static display. Anyway, yeah, maybe I can steal some parts off the Arcturus here, which is basically an Aurora with no electronics, for you guys. Hi again, Mikey. We're over by the Argus. I just want to show people how large this airplane was. I believe it's a Britannia, was the original plane that they modified and basically built a whole new plane to make this anti-submarine aircraft. There's my kids by the prop. And these things used to thunder around Greenwood for 25 years or so. Anyway, there's only a few of them left in static, and this is one of them. You see the Lancaster behind me? Just a note here. When I was a kid, that was over near the Flying Club, and I used to play in that when I was a 10 or 11-year-old kid. Also, my connection to the DC-3 has always been my favorite plane, and also my first cross-country flying was from Greenwood to St. Hubert, where your D-Day bird is today. Anyway, I hope everything works out well, and giving you all our support. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
So I want to thank Margaret and her father for showing us that wicked tour of Greenwood, Nova Scotia. In fact, I know quite a bit about the Arcturus. That is the C-140A, I believe CP-140A. There's 3 of them. The other 2 are in a boneyard, I think in Arizona. They're low time, high cycle because they're used for training, blah, blah, blah. They'd make perfect air tankers one day. So who knows, maybe we can paint the other 2 green. Yeah, so Margaret's dad mentioned the Lancaster in the last video, and that gives us a perfect segue into tomorrow's episode, as this episode's already going long. So we actually have right here, we have Jamie and her mom Tammy who came visit, and if you remember, Jamie took the camera and loaded the engine there, the DC-3 engine. Jamie is the only female C-46 pilot currently flying in the world commercially, and probably only one of a handful of female DC-3 pilots that are flying commercially.
Probably.
And so she's flying. Her mom Tammy's in from Toronto. But the reason why Jamie got into flying, big reason I guess,
Yep.
is her grandfather was a tail gunner of a Lancaster in World War II, and Tammy brought logbooks.
Yes, it's actually Jamie's great-grandfather and my grandfather.
There we go. So yeah, we got the logbooks. But yeah, this is just a taste. It's pretty, so we got George Joseph McDonald. Yeah, so it's actually fairly rare that the name lineage is the same.
That's true.
So you got McDonald's all the way through.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll dive deep into these logbooks. There's some crazy stuff, some awesome stuff, and there you go. So that's it for today. Do you guys want to say goodbye?
No, thanks
Bye,
for
Toronto.
featuring us.
Bye, Toronto, and everybody supporting PlaneSavers.
Bye.